Okay guys, welcome back to our rare Kyosho Mini Z unboxings. Okay, we're still carrying on with some of the stuff from Japan, guys. And here's another little beauty that has become more... Hey, something's moving in there. It better be a wheel. That doesn't sound too good. I think it's a wheel. But yeah, this is one that's become kind of rare. Had loads of these Skylines, but not in this particular colour scheme. And as I say, guys, there's not really much that's like leaping out, jumping out to me. I think the stuff that the eye candy in the Mini Zs that I kind of liked, I've got. So this wasn't gonna be my first choice, but I think, you know, I thought, you know what, I don't really have one that's kind of blue, so I might as well go for it. Yeah, here's the wheel that's come off. That's a nice wheel though. Got them logos on it. Okay, so this is the Clarion version of the Nissan Skyline, and my favourite one out of these is the yellow hat one. Don't know if you've seen that. It's all yellow, but it just looks crazy, man. Just looks nice. Now I like the Mini Zs that have a bit of flair, a bit of difference, right? And this seems to have like a chrome roof and chrome back window, which is kind of different. Would have been nice to have some chrome on the actual sides of the car and bonnet as well, but that's still a nice touch. Just shows a bit of different, well, in the real car, some real thoughts being put into decaling it out. But yep. Okay. Oh, that's the first time I've seen a Pepsi logo on a Mini Z. See, guys? That's the first. Okay. And with this, guys, you know, I bought so many of these, right? I think I'm a bit of a sucker, man. Yeah, you would have seen them being unboxed before, guys. I think this one's got a mirror missing, I think. But apart from that, it's okay. Not too badly damaged. And when they're cheap, I don't mind sticking them into my order, you get it, guys? Because these are ones I probably drive around on a track or race, and I won't be too upset if they get damaged. But that actually is not bad. Apart from the mirror missing, not bad. You can tell by the front, and it's not really that badly discoloured or marked up or dented or cracked. So yeah, not bad for a cheap shell. And as I say, I need to stop buying them. I've got a few of them. Okay, right. Check out that beauty with the wheel on, on the display stand, guys. And be ready, guys. This is nothing. There is more crazy Kyosho Mini Z stuff to come. So get ready for the next lot to come, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. Here we've got the wood one. Advan Clarion GTR 2008, number 24 version of our Nissan Skyline. So this is the Nismo GTR 2008. This is part of the GT500 class version. And the livery on this is the wood one, Advan Clarion, number 24. And the Kondo Racing, which is part of the Super GT 2008. The drivers were Joao, if that's how you say it, Paulo de Oliveira, okay, and Sergi Ara. This was first produced as a Mini Z in June 2009, and it was very rare in 2012, so much more rare now. The wheelbase is a 98mm LL. The chassis type is a mid-motor mount. And this little bad boy is sporting the 6-spoke Black Rays Volk TE37 type wheels. So this car, it won round 4 in the Kuala Lumpur, but it scored 14th on the 2008 Super GT. And this was the 2008 Autobac Super GT series, was from the 15th season of the GT Championship in Japan, including the All Japan Grand Touring Car Championship, the JGTC era, and the 4th season of the Super GT series. So it's basically a series for Grand Touring race cars divided into two categories, which are GT500 and GT300. And you find a lot of the Mini Z's, guys, from this era are cars that took part, should I say, in these championships. So I think they were a favourite of Mini Z, the Mini Z production team, because obviously they chose a lot of the body shells from that kind of era. So Nismo is basically the motorsport arm of Nissan, and it entered the Nissan GT-R in the Super GT race series in the GT500 class for the 2008 season, replacing the Nissan 350Z. The GT500 version of the car has a completely different drivetrain. I put my teeth in. The GT500 version of the car has a completely different drivetrain compared to the production car. The race car is upgraded to a VK45DE 4.5 litre naturally aspirated V8 instead of a twin turbo V6 VR38DETT engine. It uses a 6-speed sequential manual gearbox and a rear-wheel drive layout for its predecessor, the 350Z race car. So it's had some decent success on the racetracks. So this car basically, it was repeated their 1-2 result in the Suzuka, despite the race winning car of the team Nismo carrying a 100 kg weight penalty, making it only the third team in the JGTC Super GT history to do so. The last time that was achieved was 10 years ago by the Nismo Skyline GT-R Racing under the number 23. So despite the handicap, it became the champion in the 2008 season through the Xanavi Nismo GT-R driven by Satoshi Motoyama and Benoit Traluya, as well as winning 8 out of 9 races driven by 4 different team using GT-Rs. So the GT500 version scored 4 victories in the 2009 Japanese Super GT series GT500 class. And later on they replaced the engine, the 4.5 litre engine, with the newly developed 3.4 litre engine. Yeah, again, with these race cars, they don't give you much specs on the actual 0 to 60 of the cars and top speed. It's more to do with the on-road cars, guys. So, but I wanted to have a look at what this looked like with a black background, just see if my theory is correct, guys, and if black does bring out a nicer look. I think it does. Well, I don't know. But yep, definitely a bit of history there, guys. The only other wood one that I've got is the Supra. I wasn't a massive fan of wood one decals, but the colour scheme of that is different. It was between that or the Calsonic, which was basically the same GT-R, but I've got a Calsonic already as a 350Z version. I've got it as a GT-R Nissan Skyline R34, so I didn't really want to get it again, and this was a little bit different, and I thought, you know what, I like 3 colour schemes, just like it. So yep, and the chrome on the roof and the window, that was just a bonus. So that's definitely much more attractive than the plain blue Calsonic with decals. So yep. And again, when I got to Mini Zs, there were loads of them flying about on the internet, and as of late, nope, you hardly see them. Hardly see them. So it definitely is one, you know, a keeper. It definitely is one that you want at the front of your display. And I love that shape, man. I love it. The Xana V has got everything I want. The diffuse at the back, like that, similar to that. Blown out fenders, arches, air ducts, you know, split at the front. Yep. GT wing. I mean, that wing's okay, but the one, the Xana V version, is like, wow. It's totally scraping the sky, man. Righty, guys. Let's move on. Okay, guys, here we've got the Motul Nismo GTR Takachi 24H number 35. And these were made in May 2009, and these have become rare. I still haven't really come across a new one that's all, you know, untouched in its case. The ones that I've got a hold of have been the ones that they've been pre-owned. But one of them was a little bit scuffed up at the front, and then there was another one that wasn't too bad as well. So yeah, you can still get them pre-owned. Well, I found I was getting them pre-owned, but I don't know about right now. The wheelbase is 94mm, and that's an L. It was made for the drifting cars, the MA010. The front has got an offset of 1.5 narrow, and the rear has got a 0 wide offset. And the wheels that come stock with it were the GTR metal black wheels. Got a plane flying above my head. So the Takachi 24-hour, I thought that was what it was for. 24 Hours was an endurance race held at Takachi International Speedway between 1994 and 2008 for the GT and production cars. So for each year of the event, the Takachi 24 Hour was part of the Super Tag Q Championship. However, cars and teams from the Super GT were able to participate in the event, where most recently in 2007 a hybrid GT500 Toyota Supra HVR was able to win the race overall. Right, any specs on the actual car? So as we know, Nissan Motorsports, guys, they're an arm, Nismo, and they're also obviously involved in this as well. And with this GTR, they equipped the car with the Nismo tuning parts, and the car was prepped by both Nismo and Motul. The Japanese-French specialty oil manufacturer, and the modified GTR would benefit from a special blend of the brand's high-performance oil. Okay, any specs on the car? Let's have a look. So the power of this, it was still pegged at 473 horsepower. And the weight of the racer has dropped from 3,800 pounds to 3,527 pounds in this car. And Tetsu Tanaka was the Super GT300 driver who handled it around the Takachi track. Not much about the actual car, guys, and if there isn't, I'm just going to leave it there, because I'm sure I've done a vid of this car before. Now this car's not obviously like it's blown out like the way I like it, but it's kind of got its own charm to it. So yeah, so some of the improved modified cars had 542 horsepower, 6,400 RPMs, and it was speculated that in the future they're going to make the hybrid GTR version of this car. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys, because there's loads more to come, and you guys need to get subscribed and notified. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay.